Green Gaels Junior B Lacrosse is brought to you by Booster Juice, Highway number 2 in Bowmanville, just west of the Ricker Complex. Game 4 for the Green Gaels and Orillia Kings will either see a series winner or a series saver. Jake Curran mishandles the pass. Johnny McKinney says, "Thank you very much," and he is going to open the scoring in this game. They get the start that they wanted. That's followed by 2 goals from Carson Kent. Here's his second. He's surrounded by a court of Kings, none of whom can find the loose ball. First period ends 3-0 for the Green Gaels. Early in the second period, Will Bryan. Yes, he will. He's getting held, breaking towards goal. Still managed to score his second of the series, and it is 4-0. After a 5th goal, Orillia switches things up in goal. Chase Byers replaced by Lincoln Lawrence, and that does indeed change the DNA of this game. The tipping point, Max Schreier barrels into Craig Johansson, and of course that sets things off. We get a major handed out to Orillia in the scuffle. The Green Gaels escape with just a minor. We even see some rare 3-on-3 lacrosse as a result, and that plays into the Kings' favor. With lots of open floor, they start to come back. Devin Colebrook 1-on-3. He gets the ball rolling. Orillia posts the next 3 goals in this game. Colebrook involved again here. Out-muscled by Evan Barrett, who gets the ball past Lawrence, and it felt like the momentum was back with the Green Gaels after this goal, but it wouldn't last. Here come the Kings once again. They had 3 power play goals in the period, most of them very quickly after gaining the man advantage. Then with the goalie out in the last 10 seconds, Sam Neely scores. From 5-0 down to tied at 6 after 40 minutes, this game has been turned upside down and shaken from the ankles. By the time Neely has his 4th of the game in the 3rd, it felt like it was time to start looking at a summer Saturday night in Orillia, which usually sounds pretty nice, but something nobody in the Green Gaels wanted. And one of the reasons there was some doubt in this game is Lawrence, who was solid. But signs of life and signs of a crack in the keeper. Matt Suter with his 2nd of the game. That probably should have been stopped. It's 9-7. Drew Cairns steps in front of a pass. He's up floor and he scores. 9-8. Game on. Oh, it's on. 24 seconds later, Bryant finds a shooting lane and finds his 2nd on the night, and suddenly it's those in the blue shirts hanging their heads, wondering how a win was suddenly in doubt. Dying moments, Johansson on the bench for the extra attacker, and the ball in the hands of Eric Andrew. He finds Ryan Proctor. Game. Proctor with the biggest winner since Zach Bryant in overtime against Orangeville in 2016. Relief, disbelief. This game had it all. The Green Gaels, they are moving on.
They got up there early in the 3rd. Second period, we went in, we were up a couple goals. They came back, tied it up. Went out there right away, started the 3rd, and they buried a couple quick ones. Our defense stepped it up. Our offense started getting the balances the way that we needed to, and we can use a cliche that we kept believing in ourselves, but there's really no other way to put it. We just kept pushing. Yeah, they roped us into the game that they wanted to play, and we just got suckered right into it. We did a good job, I think, of getting back to the way that we wanted to play and dictating the game at our pace at the end of the 3rd there. It was a whirlwind there. We were down 3 and a couple good bounces, some great shots from our guys, using what the coach said implemented there. And getting that final goal there, just such an awesome feeling to watch that happen.
It was a big game of up and downs. The first period we came out strong. We stuck to our game. We were trusting our systems. Second period we got into a little bit of penalty trouble, but we stayed together as a group. Really listened to what our coaches were telling us to do. We battled hard, came out in the 3rd period as a team, and stuck it to them. And now we're moving on to the next round. Never a doubt, never a doubt. That was our game out there. We stuck together, trusted everyone on the team, and we played our game, and that's the result we got.
Everybody happy there was no overtime?
Oh, 100%.